We've heard a lot about artificial intelligence over the last few years and how AI or machine learning or deep learning is going to change the game for a whole range of industries, but even the whole way our society operates in the years to come. Now, in truth, many of us have a deep-seated fear about artificial intelligence. Now, if you're from a certain generation or older, when we talk about artificial intelligence, your mind probably goes to the Terminator movie series and Skynet, this notion of robots that rise up to take over the planet and fight against humanity. And to be fair, some of the smartest minds in the world of technology right now are sounding the alarm. Elon Musk, for instance, warns we better be very careful. If we are not mindful of some of the dangers, AI could well lead to World War III. We're hearing many other smart voices in the same space sounding the alarm. Now, you've got others who are more bullish about AI. For instance, Mark Zuckerberg thinks it represents a significant opportunity for businesses and for society as a whole. And regardless of whether you think AI is great or a challenge, the reality is it's coming, and in fact, it's actually already here. It is already influencing the way you live your daily life, whether you are aware of it or not. Now, I discovered this personally recently when I was looking for some photos on my phone. I was actually searching for some images of a holiday in the Cotswolds over in the UK a few years ago. So I got my phone out, went to the camera roll, started typing into the search bar, Cotswolds, C-O-T-S, before I could go any further. Up popped up some images, not of my trip to the Cotswolds, but some images of my wife and I assembling our son's cot before he was born. Now, we did not tag these photos with the word cot. There was nothing in the images to indicate that that's what the image was about, the assembling of a cot. It had figured out. It had recognized the item in the image, and it had already figured out that was a cot. And this digital image recognition technology that you've probably seen play out on Facebook is absolutely astounding when you think about how powerful it is. I mean, for instance, on Facebook, if you go to tag people on Facebook, you put the image up on the screen. Before you've even tagged them, Facebook has figured out who's in the image and it's tagged them on your behalf. This is artificial intelligence already working. Now, when we talk about AI, it's important we're clear there are three distinct stages of AI, and we are only currently in the first stage of the first form. This first form is what's referred to as artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. ANI is the stuff that runs digital image recognition. It runs the chatbots that many call centers now are using. You call the call center, or you type into a discussion window online and you speak to someone you think is a human, but no, it's a robot that you are interacting with. That's artificial narrow intelligence. ANI is running many of the home speaker systems we're using, Siri on your phone, Google Maps. But ANI is where we're at now. What's next is artificial general intelligence. This is the point. This is a key point where computers will become as smart as humans. Their ability will be to reason, to problem solve, to comprehend abstract, complex ideas. This is often referred to as the point of singularity. So that's artificial general intelligence. The more scary stuff is what we call artificial superintelligence. That's the third level, or the third phase of AI. Artificial superintelligence is when computers become much smarter than us as people, and they become smarter than us at an exponential rate. That is the area where Elon Musk and others are most concerned right now. Now, if you think about a timeline for when we'll get to these different levels of artificial intelligence, one of the key thinkers in this space, a guy named Ray Kurzweil, suggests that we'll reach artificial general intelligence by the late 2020s and artificial superintelligence by the mid-2040s. Now, this is significant. David Rothkopf, who's one of the key business thinkers around the world right now, suggests, and he puts it well, he says, there's never been a time in the world's history where we as humans haven't possessed the greatest intellectual capacity on the planet. Rothkopf suggests that distinction was unlikely to last this century. So it's important as we march forward into this world of artificial intelligence, we're aware of the opportunities, but also the threats. But above all that, we need to be aware when we talk about AI, what are we actually discussing? It's not one thing, there are three distinct phases, and in the coming years, we're going to see some fascinating developments in this area.